Hey everybody, how's it going? So this is going to be my new setup for a little bit just because my phone holder on the ring light broke. So I just have my phone on top of boxes and books right now. So hopefully this angle isn't too unflattering because I can't see myself. This is the back of my phone camera, but we're going to keep it rolling. Now on this channel, I usually talk about my opinions with fragrances and I keep it as honest as possible. But for this video, I wanted to kind of give you more behind the scenes. So just tell you a little bit more about my fragrance journey, how it started, up till now, basically. More about how it started and where that interest and motivation kind of came from. So let's take this back to January 2021. Actually, we're going to go further back because January 2021 was when I posted my very first TikTok on a fragrance, but I started getting interested maybe around October 2020, late 2020. I know it was around fall or maybe the summer transition to fall. No, I think it was during fall. Yeah, I think it was during fall. So I made a conscious decision that I was going to be the best smelling person out of everybody I knew. I wanted to have that reputation solidified. So, and also on top of that, I remember scrolling on TikTok and I saw a video of a fragrance. I think it was Versace Eros. And I was like, oh, yeah, like fragrances, that's cool, like smelling good. You know what I mean? And then I started thinking to myself, it is attractive when someone smells good. And I never really realized it until that moment, but it was just something that subconsciously I was drawn to. Now, when I was 13, I was given my very first perfume. It was Cool Water by Davidoff. And yes, there's a feminine version of that fragrance. I'm surprised a lot of people don't know that, but that was a gift from my aunt and uncle, and I wore that. Then I wore Beyonce Heat in high school because that shit smelled good and it was $20. So I've been around like body mists, guys wearing Axe, Tag, Polo fragrances. My uncle's wearing Polo and my aunt's wearing Chanel, but I didn't really know exactly what the scents were, So I enjoyed it, but I didn't really care for it as much. Now, back in 2020, when I decided to be the best smelling person that I knew, I was like, okay, I came across that video and then it kind of sent me down a rabbit hole of trying to, find different fragrances, seeing what people were saying on YouTube. And I honestly it opened up a whole new world for me. But the thing that irritated me, right, was, well, it didn't really irritate me, but I just didn't feel like I fit in because a lot of the fragrances that I was interested in wanting to wear were always in like for men videos, So it's just kind of with me as a girl, like clicking, oh, like sexiest fragrances for men. It's just like, and hearing the creators always talking about, oh, yeah, this is like for a man that does this, blah, blah, blah. I was like, damn. It was very gendered, and I get it. It makes it easier for people to pick what fragrances they want. It simplifies things, But for me, being a lesbian woman, it was just kind of, I didn't want to constantly hear, oh, yeah, this is for men, this is for men, this is for men. So around January 2021, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go on TikTok and post a small video of Dolce Gabbana Light Blue Intense, and let's just see what happens, right? I gave like I don't even think it was an opinion. It was like a 15-second video of me saying this shit smells fresh, like it smells good. And then the next day I had 40 followers and that video had like 114 likes. And I was like, how did that even happen? This is like, I was just shocked with that because this was the first time I've been on a platform where you post one thing with zero following and it had to like more than one view. So I was like, okay, that's weird. So I kept posting, and the following, like, and I was being myself, and the people that started following me were people like myself, people in the LGBT community. And I was like, oh, this is cool. So I decided to, you know, do like talk about these fragrances from my perspective on them and not from a perspective of, oh, this is for, you know what I mean? Trying to, I did my best to make it inclusive so that people that felt like me when they watched other fragrance reviews wouldn't kind of be, Like, oh, okay, never like, not irritated, but that they felt comfortable with it, you know? So I kind of grew my following that way on TikTok until now. It's mainly dominated with it's like 80% women, and I love that. It's such a contrast to my YouTube because YouTube is, I think, like 70% male dominated with my audience. And it's kind of going a little bit back and forth actually. It used to be like 80 and now more women are coming to my channel and more people from TikTok are like noticing that I'm also on YouTube. So hopefully the things start to level out. But yeah, that kind of became a big motivation for me. The more and more my TikTok following grew, and I noticed, okay, there's a lot of other people out there like me that want to try things outside of the box. There's other women out there that want to try more masculine scents and aren't afraid to because it's labeled for men. And I think that once I started being comfortable wearing these fragrances and realizing that when I'm actually in public, people can't tell the difference. That was like when I say tell the difference, I mean that when I'm wearing a fragrance that's marketed for men, right? When I was around guys, when I was around girls, they seriously could not tell. And I get when you smell these things in the air for the first time, like at Sephora, and it says for men or for women, you already have that preconceived notion of who's supposed to wear it. And you stay away from stuff or you gravitate to things just based on that gender label, right? But when I would actually wear something that's for men, nobody can tell. And I was getting massive compliments in comparison to me wearing the standard types of perfumes out there, and it's not in a way because I get these comments sometimes from guys that are like, well, those compliments coming from guys are because they want to smell like you, not because it's an attractive sort of thing. But no, that was wrong. Like they were like, damn, you smell really good. I've never smelled a girl like you before. Like it would, they loved it in like in an attractive sort of way. And same thing even for, the ladies as well too. But I will say, of course, my taste for what I like to wear does skew unisex masculine. I'd have no problem wearing the feminine fragrances, but I feel like that's really my sweet spot. But yeah, it blew my mind. So I talked about that also on my TikTok, and it's just been really fun ever since. So every time I see like a troll or I see somebody that tries to just invalidate my experience with it, I laugh it off just because it's so easy online to just be in the comments being like, that's not true, stay away from it, it's for men. Or if you're a guy, right, you're a guy, you should stay away from that, it's for women. Like that person's not going to say that to you in real life. Anybody that takes the time to just troll people and to hate on people, those are some of the most insecure people ever, right? These are the type of people that can't make eye contact with anybody else in real life. Like they fold really, really fast. So please, if you're someone that wants to get started with creating content and you're worried about hate, I have seen the people behind these accounts and they're always faceless, but I find them and or they're sent to me, they're screenshotted to me by my other followers, and it's always like, yeah, you look like the type of person to do that. And just to kind of give you like in a picture in your head, it is usually a single, like a grown man that is single and middle-aged. That's at least that's who's been, that always tries to like, get under my skin and they always try to hate on my stuff. Like that is like every single time. Or probably like a middle school boy. But then usually when you call out the middle school boys, they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, blah blah blah." They get kind of scared. You know what I mean? But then it's grown men, no wife, no kids, or no significant other, and it's just, there's a lot of bitterness there. So ever since I kind of saw that you put a face to the people leaving the hateful stuff, it's really easy to coast. Like, you trust me, like, you'll be fine. So just to kind of, I think, if am I missing out on anything? Yeah, no, I started it for fun because it's what I wanted to do. I found my niche with women, with I felt other lesbians, and it's just been really awesome ever since. And then with me kind of posting, if you're somebody that wants to know about brands and things like that, the first brand that ever sent me something, I think I probably had maybe, I can't even, it's either 40,000, 50,000, or 70,000. I know that those are three totally different numbers, but I had around that amount of followers on TikTok. And I will say, followers on TikTok do not equate to followers on YouTube. YouTube is definitely like the elite. You know, you can have 1 million followers on TikTok and it doesn't even level at like the weight of having 100,000 on YouTube over 1 million on TikTok. YouTube wins, right? But anyways, so I had around 40, 50, or 70,000 followers on TikTok, and I decided to put my PO box in my description, or not description, my bio. And one excuse me, one, not afternoon, what's the word? Weekend. Sorry, I'm still recovering from being sick, all right? I'm a little fog brain. But I remember I received this package from my PO box and I was like, "What is this?" It wasn't an Amazon package, nothing like that. I open it up and then there's like this little card that's like, "Dear Melissa, we love your TikTok videos," and then like a brand name, and saying, you know, "This is our fragrance. Let us know what you think about it." And I was over the moon. I was like, there is no way I got my first thing from a brand. I never approached them, never asked for it, anything like that. So it just kind of came out of the blue. And it was a really sweet experience. Now, that fragrance probably was around $13. I remember it was like a dupe, or a, yeah, a dupe of something like Black Opium, right? Like a $13 fragrance, but it's still super meaningful to me. And it's still a fragrance I have till now, even though I don't wear it, just because that is where it all started in terms of brands, you know? So ever since then, other brands would reach out, we would have conversations, but the bottom line with all of those brands that I talk to is that I'm always going to give my authentic opinion. If you want to send me your stuff, that's really cool, but understand that I want to stay honest about it, you know? And I know that from like a viewer standpoint, there's just been a lot of people that have been super shady with that stuff, and I can get why, like, you know, people would be apprehensive if, oh, they received that for free, are they being honest with it? But I think I've posted thousands of videos, and you can go back on my videos if you want to. Even if stuff was given to me for free, I always give my honest opinion. Like, I will shred it if I don't like it. And for all of my followers that have been there from the jump with me, or that have seen those videos, you know what I mean. You've seen me really hack into these fragrances if I like them or not. And I think that that's just a good value in a brand or a company. If you tell them you're going to give an authentic opinion and they don't even bat an eye, they're like, "That's exactly what we expect. Let us know what you think. Let your audience know what you think." If I ever encounter a brand that's like, "No, we only want you to say good things," I don't want to try their fragrance, because I'm not going to be swayed like that, you know? Because I remember what it was like being on the other side of the screen watching these reviewers. And the one fragrance that comes to my mind is Creation E by Raja Parfums. I swear to you, I saw that so many times and I was like, okay, you know what? I need to get my nose on this fragrance. Everyone's talking about it. It's supposed to be great, blah, 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 blah. I try it and I was like, this does not smell like anything these people are talking about. And I watched a lot of reviews. And typically, when I watch a lot of reviews, you know, like, I'm not saying I agree with the majority, because I noticed that the more niche the creators are, the more, you know, polarizing, like they take a liking to more polarizing fragrances. And I get that I was a bit newer, so different noses, right? But typically there's at least a couple reviewers where I'm like, okay, they're oddballs with the majority, but I kind of had the same opinion with them. You know, I see that. But with Creation E, it was all love, everything. I did not see I watched so many videos on it. I didn't see a single video that where a creator disliked it, right? So when I tried it, I was like, hell no, I do not like this fragrance at all. And I ripped into it. And that's just what I continue to do on this page. If I love something, I love it. If I don't, I let you know about it. And it's just been really fun. You know, it's like I'm sharing my opinion with other people that are interested in this hobby with me. Like, what Like, how is that? It's all love, you know what I mean? And I'm just really fortunate and really happy that this is something that I decided to do for fun. It was a hobby, and now it's an actual job for me. It's an actual career for me, and I just couldn't be happier, and I just feel so blessed with everything. And it's just the beginning for me. I can't wait to just grow and to try new things and share it with you all and get your opinions on it as well, and hear what you guys like to wear, then give it a shot, do all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I know this video was a little bit long, but I appreciate you guys for watching, and I really do appreciate the love and support. There are names that I see in the comment section from people that were with me from TikTok and people that were with me when I had like 1,000, 2,000 subscribers. So please understand that your support means the world, and that it blows my mind every time I think about it. But anyways, if you want to type out what your fragrance journey was, or what the fragrance that started your fragrance journey was, let me know in the comment section below. All right, I hope you have a great day, great night, great evening, wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.